Community Kitchen is proudly brought to you by Gemini Catering Equipment at gemcat.com.au. And tonight's episode of Community Kitchen is proudly supported by the Union Club Hotel, Gore Street, Fitzroy. Come in and enjoy a meal in the dining room or a quiet beer in the sun-filled public bar. For more, go to unionclubhotel.com.au.
On tonight's Community Kitchen, we're joined at the Union Club Hotel by Nicolette Minster, who prepares us her special breakfast oats. We have a chat with Jennifer Wong and a private magic show from Simon Coronel. Hello and welcome to Community Kitchen. Today we're at the Union Club Hotel. We've got Nicolette Minster at the moment, and a little bit later on we have Jennifer Wong and Simon Coronel. But first we're going to make breakfast.
We are totally going to make breakfast.
That's good because it is breakfast time. They make us shoot these at breakfast time.
I know, and then people get to watch it at night.
Yeah, and they make spaghetti and it's not correct.
Yeah, you feel for those people on neighbours who have to like just sip a milkshake for 7 hours in the background. So we are real-time cooking.
But we're making breakfast.
Yeah, we're making my famous oats.
What is oats?
It sounds really Jewish. It's totally not. Could be. Maybe it's a derivative. I am currently obsessed with superfoods, right?
Okay.
So I think I can garner from that I'm either due to be a mother of 3 under 3 at some stage, or a gay man. Yet to find out, although I do listen to a lot of Mix FM.
What about a gay man who's a father of 3 under 3?
You're so forward and progressive.
It's very progressive.
It's really good. So I love nothing more than concealing vegetables.
I've done that.
In my foods. Yeah.
I used to work at a childcare centre where I was the childcare cook, and yeah, you got to sneak that stuff in.
Yeah, you do. It's like beetroot and cake and zucchini and cake. But I like to make porridge with zucchini in it. It's it's zucchini porridge, guys. I'm going to be straight with you. So that's what we're doing. Now
I'm not enthusiastic at the moment. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but
that's okay.
Zucchini for breakfast is
it's because you know the secret,
me.
you see. I think if you knew what the actual 9 herbs and spices really were, you'd be less excited about a zinger burger.
I would.
So let's. Well, look, there's no real method. We just kind of shove it all together.
Okay.
I'm grating a zucchini for those who are playing at home.
I don't like zucchini a lot.
Oh.
I went to a friend's house once, and for dessert she offered me a carrot coleslaw for dessert. It's like cabbage and carrot with sultanas. She was like, no, it's dessert, it's got sultanas in it.
Is that a deal breaker with you?
It's such a deal breaker. I did not go back there again.
So how are you dealing with the fact that I'm going to give you zucchini for breakfast?
I'm not dealing well with it. It's going to be fine.
You're so used to having like puttanesca or something at this
What's
time
that?
of the morning. Isn't that a sort of pasta with olives and bacon and tomato and
it
chili?
Probably is, but
isn't it a sort of? I'm pretty sure I just nailed the core ingredients of a puttanesca.
I think you did. I'm not sure if you know this, but I have a documented fear of grated vegetables.
Really?
So I'm doing all right.
Is it? What is it? Is it the sound? Is it the texture?
It's this. If one of these bits, that's horrifying.
Is this like fear factor?
Yeah, that's my fear factor.
Can I put on you before?
No,
we make. Or is it safety numbers?
No, it's worse.
It's worse.
That's the bad bit.
I have the same thing.
I don't know what it is, but it's been since I was a kid.
How are you?
One fell on my foot once, and I almost passed out. Awful stuff.
That's not a rational fear.
No, it's not. That's why I'm happy to experiment with it, because I know it's just a matter of time. What do you think is the biggest fad
at the moment?
Yeah.
One Direction.
Okay.
Oh, in food.
Yeah, in food, but correct. One Direction is a giant fad.
Nailing it. In food, I think probably the coconut oil.
Yeah.
Thing, but I don't want to call it a fad because
it's pretty good.
I believe in it.
Okay. What does it do? What does it do? You've got it here, right?
Yeah, I BYO'd just in case. You can put it, and you can put it everywhere. You can put it on you. You can put it in you. Like there's not a lot of things you can do that with.
Depends how committed you are.
True, I am. And you know how long it's been between drinks. So yeah, look. Yeah, how are you with textures?
That's fine. That's fine. It's this.
It's like really good for your skin.
Ah, yeah, that is.
And do you know what? It's got
glossy.
a natural. Oh, there's a little bit of grated vegetable in there.
That's good. We didn't want to eat that anyway.
It's so good for your skin, and it's got
What's
a natural
it gonna
SPF.
do?
I mean, actually wear sunscreen because I don't want to be responsible for your melanomas and whatnot.
No.
But there you go.
But when I'm 80,
Look at that arm. It's 20% more attractive than that one now.
And when I'm 80, that arm is just going to look 60, and this one's going to look 95.
Yeah.
Because of this.
Well, I think you need to
application.
keep. I mean, I'm happy for you to use yourself as a kind of baseline for everybody else to.
I smell
like a coconut. How hungry are you? Oh, look, you're not mad about the old.
I'm very hungry, but I'm afraid of zoats.
Okay.
So
Don't be afraid. Just you know what? Do what you did before and just feel the fear and face it anyway.
I eat McDonald's maybe 8 to 12 times a week.
Really?
I'm not a good person.
No, McDonald's. You don't eat McDonald's. McDonald's eats you. Okay.
It really does.
So you know. So what I've got here is I've got quick oats.
Yeah.
Quotes.
Because we don't have a lot of
time. And no, we don't. And then oat bran. And I just like the texture
What's
of the
the
oat bran.
difference?
Look, this one's just been a bit more mushed up.
Okay.
Someone's done the hard work.
That's the corners of those.
Yeah, that's right. It's like the donut holes.
Yeah, okay.
It's exactly what it is. I picked up these because I found the ramekins because I was like, ramekins are fun, and I think if you're going to be like a legitimate, what am I? TV chef. Yeah, that's right. Self-appointed, no doubt, but TV chef. That things, when they come out of ramekins, look much more exciting. But we never get to see them go into the ramekin. So
this is great.
that is
What are they?
Shit. Just as disappointing as expected. Better fish that out. These are
not ready. You can't take it yet.
These are goji berries. They're a natural superfood, not like an unnatural superfood. They're fruits. They don't taste as good as the other stuff that is bad for you and tastes good.
Yeah, all that bad stuff like dried fruit.
Yeah, and it's really bad for you. It's really high in sugar.
How many ramekins should the people use at home?
Is there going to be like a blog they can follow up my recipe?
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck to them.
Do they should get the measurements?
Have we been counting? I think I'm up to 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Look, you just want to cover it. You just want to
do
cover
that.
it. This is almond milk, by the way.
Can you use other milks?
You can use whatever milk you like.
Would you be?
But it wouldn't be my zoats. Now, whatever.
It wouldn't be your zoats. Well, we're going to let the zoats soak, and we're going to come back after a short break on Community Kitchen. Joined us. This is Community Kitchen, and we're at the Union Club Hotel with Nicolette Minster, who is making her famous zoats.
I am making zoats, and I'm actually almost done.
Okay, so you microwave those.
I pop these in the microwave, so you can actually leave them overnight if you want to do a bit of a Bircher style zoat. So, Bircher zoats. But I have popped these in the microwave for a little while just to cook that grated vegetable that you fear so greatly.
I do, and I want to say, Nicolette, I don't want to knock the zoats, but you said that this was to hide the zucchini from the children. That zucchini is very apparent. I don't know how dumb these kids are.
It is. Well, if there's 3 of them under 3, I think you can tell that I've probably at some point had to neglect my parenting duties.
Yeah.
Which can only be reflected in their intellect. That's pretty concealed.
It's not concealed.
Yes, I'm going to plate this up. Got to make it look delightful, don't I?
It's
gonna
good.
Plate this up. I've got some maple syrup. I've got some coconut yogurt.
What is that?
It's coconut. It's yogurt made from coconut.
Okay.
So
no cows.
Not a single
Who
cow
needs
has been
them?
harmed in the making of this. It's gluten-free, it's dairy-free. It's for the intolerance out there.
So, are we going to plate this?
Yeah, I'm going to plate this up. Right, so I've made that.
It's beautiful.
I've put it in the bowl.
It's beautiful.
The other thing that I've done is I have, with some coconut oil, just fried up here some shredded coconut.
That
some almonds.
looks delicious.
It smells really good as well. Right, some blueberries out of a ramekin, because that's how you roll.
Can I do the red ones?
Yeah, you can absolutely do the red ones.
What are the red ones?
They're goji berries. They're an antioxidant, I believe, and also not nearly as competitively priced as they should be. That's great. That's good. That's the amount I would do.
It looks pretty good. We're going to eat this a little bit later. I'm going to go have a chat with Jennifer. So you resist the zoats, and we'll be back to eat them in a little bit.
Okay.
All right?
Well, I'll be here.
Okay. I'm sitting here with Jennifer Wong.
Hello.
Hello. We wanted on this show, what we wanted was to ask some big questions, some serious, hard-hitting questions. And one that I thought about for you would be, what would you go back and tell your 10-year-old self if you could? What advice would you like to give that 10-year-old Jennifer Wong?
I would say get out of the library.
Really?
And do some other things. I feel like if I was 10 years old, like there'd be other things to do apart from reading. But like, do you feel sometimes that your brain is alive and functional, but your limbs kind of don't do the things that other people can do properly? Like walk with good posture, sit with good posture. I'm kind of obsessed with posture.
Posture's important.
Maybe that's what I would say to my 10-year-old self.
Straighten
learn
up.
Posture. Yeah, straighten up. Pull your socks up, kid. And while you're at it, roll your shoulders back.
Take that backpack off. It's only going to harm you in the long term.
Pretty much. Yeah, things like that. Like I think I walk around now and I look at, like, a lot of my friends are dancers and they
just get new friends. There you go. You feel way better about yourself.
They're so beautiful. I can't stop looking at them. No, like they just have. Is it comportment? Is that a word? Like they just.
Oh, I don't know.
Look, I'm not having a go at you, Laura.
Comportment.
Is that a word?
It does not sound like a word, but if...
Maybe I'm thinking of appointments.
Are you thinking of deportment?
Like the deportment of education. I don't know.
No.
They walk good, Laura. They walk good. I guess I would tell myself... Okay, no. Big question.
Some great comportment right there, love.
Yes.
The best comportment I've ever...
What's comportment? I love how their walking doesn't, like, lead into their other areas of life because they've got it all comportmentalized.
That's a pretty good pun.
Physical stuff.
You snuck that in there like it ain't no thing, but it's a pretty good pun.
Yeah, I was hunched over like a hunchback reading the dictionary so that I could have this moment with you one day.
But if you went back and got out of the library, what would it change about you? What Back to the Future consequences would occur?
Not vitamin D deficient because I'd be out in the sunlight.
Stronger
probably,
bones.
Yeah, able to swim. Because no pool in the library.
Can you swim?
I can't swim.
See, that frightens me when people can't swim because there's water everywhere and sometimes there's like unexpected water.
I know.
You can't always anticipate water.
I know.
I tried to teach a lady to swim. You're in Sydney, right? I tried to teach a lady to swim at one of the bars there, the ocean pools.
Yeah.
And she couldn't speak any English, and so she was sitting with her feet in. I was like,
Did you teach her English first?
No,
I
I taught her how to swim with no English. I was like, it's not cold, and she's like, It's like, I just get in, love, I'll show you. And she was so
It's
brave.
not cold. Was that you saying it's not cold?
Yeah, it's fine, get in.
Right.
But she was very brave because I would not have trusted if I spoke no English and someone was just like, get in the water with me.
And hold my water bottle.
I would never do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
She was brave. I
Yeah.
can teach you to swim because we can talk about it.
Yeah, but then there's the trust factor now, you know. So it's just,
But I didn't drown that lady.
that's true.
I wouldn't drown you.
Yeah. How did you learn to swim?
In Australia, you just learn. You just you just get put in water a lot.
Yeah.
As a kid, just go, there's the water, don't drown.
Yeah. And yet sometimes
You're in the
Sorry, that's
library.
really dark. I actually went to a swim class as an adult, and there's nothing more humiliating than going to a swim class as an adult because they do the classes at the same time as the kids' classes in the lanes around you. So all the kids are like swimming alongside you, like looking at you while you have a kickboard, and they don't have kickboards.
Yeah, but they also don't have like driver's license or a bank card.
that's
You're
true.
still ahead.
Yeah, on land.
Yeah, on land, you
Hands
win
down.
those kids. You
yeah,
win.
that's true. I don't know. I also can't share a lane in a pool.
Okay.
So like I'll go. This is turning into a bit of deep therapy kind of session, like a 1.5 meter deep therapy session.
We're in over
like
our
I can
heads.
only ever go. At least you can swim. I can only ever go to the pool because I do go with a kickboard sometimes.
That's fine.
But like I can only go after spying on who's in the pool because if all the lanes are occupied,
Weirdy.
then I can't go in because I don't know how to navigate lane etiquette.
Yeah. You just need like a backyard pool or something like that.
I don't even have a yard.
All right, we'll
Yeah.
work on it. We'll work on
Is
it.
there going to be a 1-800 number at the end of this segment to start like a campaign for me to get a yard and a pool?
Yeah.
Can there be?
Yeah.
Because I know that community TV has heaps of money.
Yeah, we just need a community drive. You just learn. I'll teach you. I'll
Yeah.
teach you to
Okay,
swim
cool.
during. You're here during comedy festival,
Yes.
right?
Oh my god, can you imagine a more anxious time to
Let's
learn
do
to
it.
swim?
It can be
Yeah,
a
okay.
metaphor.
Yeah,
it can be a
totally.
metaphor because you have a show during comedy
I do
festival.
have a show during the comedy festival and it's on land.
You're going to be fine then.
Yeah. No, that's actually a really good idea for a comedy festival show.
Yeah,
Like you teaching people to swim.
yeah. That's going to be my niche.
The Laura
Be nice to have like
underwater.
just a big tank in
Yeah.
in the theatre.
And then like you could get all these other people to teach as well at the same time, and then it could be synchronized.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want that to happen.
What would you go back and tell your 10-year-old self?
I would maybe want to get out of the library as well.
How come I never saw you in the library? We could have had that talk then. At the age of 10, going, what do you want to be doing in your 30s?
I hope I'm out of the library.
We're using our outdoor voices as well.
I want to know where your comedy festival show is because we're going to
Oh.
direct some people to
Oh, cool.
see it. They put it up here or something
Oh,
like
great.
that. It's
Just
like
right there.
Yeah,
Like a little lane of its
yeah,
own.
above our heads,
Okay,
in its own lane, like you like.
Yeah, thank you.
There's no lane sharing
Okay.
with the websites.
I'm in the Forum Theatre
Lovely.
at 7:15.
That's my favourite theatre, the Forum. It's
Really?
so
It is
beautiful.
pretty. Yeah, they have a nice ceiling. It's all painted and
Yeah,
everything.
it's
quite
good.
heavenly.
It's good. So at 8:30, did you say?
7:15.
7:15.
Yeah. You could come at 8:30. I'll
I'll teach you how to swim. Well, thank you so much for coming
Thank
and having
you.
a chat with us. I'm going to go and eat some zoats.
Okay.
I don't know
Alright.
what they're going to be like.
I'm gonna go get a swimming costume.
Yeah, you go get ready. We'll learn how to swim in a little bit.
Thank
We'll see you after the break. Join us on Community Kitchen. We are sitting here with Nicolette Minster, and it's finally time to eat our zoats.
How do you feel?
This is Fear Factor,
Yeah, do it.
but they look pretty. They do look
We'll
delicious.
do it together.
You should go first. There's always a problem with this show. The problem is that people taste it at the same time.
She's nailed it.
You've nailed the zoats? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really good.
Thank you.
I'll just get very casually over a pool table.
I'm so okay with the pool table.
I wanted to check with you because you're doing a comedy festival season pretty soon, aren't you?
That's right. I'm in a sketch comedy duo called Girls Uninterrupted. The reason I go Z is because we have an S. It's girls. There's two of us. Our show is called FML. But you can find out more about us on our website, which is girlsuninterrupted.com.
Awesome. They'll put that on the screen somewhere.
Awesome.
It'll come up.
We have a Twitter account, which is @girlscomedy. We're on Facebook, facebook.com, girlscomedy. It's not just for women, though. It's just that Girls Uninterrupted was already taken on Twitter.
You're going to finish your zoats.
Yeah.
I can't finish my zoats, not because they're not the best zoats I've ever tasted, but because I'm going to go and have a chat with Simon Coronel. He's a magician, and I don't want to be too full for the magic.
No.
Okay?
I understand that.
Here we go. Let's kick it off with something very simple, but very remarkable. Slow building of suspense. Holy crap, my thumb is totally coming off. Okay, I'm impressed that you're impressed by that, but that's supposed to just be the really, you know, if you've been to primary school, you've normally, you know, people know what's going on there.
Good.
So you might notice in the extended remix version of the thumb thing, in which the first finger comes off and vanishes, gets replaced by the third finger. Third finger restores, little finger shrinks, thumb extends. Comes off completely, goes back on, then for the finale, we leave it 10 minutes. Good measure. So that's still not... No, I'm guessing you didn't actually think I was really pulling off my fingers during any of that.
No.
Yeah, that's okay, because from here on it gets a little bit more convincing.
Okay.
Okay, same skills, but used to make it look like something impossible happens. It's time of the ring.
Jennifer, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I know.
So, again, illusion. Same as what you saw before. Imagine I take the ring off and put it on the first finger. But it looks like it just happens instantaneously. But the weird bit is when a second later...
What?
It goes back onto the finger. It's time for the good stuff. In any kind of card game, normally the cards you actually want to get are the aces, highest value in the deck. For example, the ace of diamonds, making it look fancy in the process, obviously. Ace of clubs. Taking a step further, this time slightly more dramatically. I'm always glad when that actually works out. And the final one, any bets on what's coming next?
Another card.
Oh, not the ace of spades. That's okay, backup plan is...
Ah!
So that's a good start, but that's just the warm-up. You know, it's kind of cool. There's aces and stuff. But let's take it a step further with, actually, Jennifer, do you have a favourite card in the deck? Or if you don't, just pick one for the sake of this.
Do I touch it?
Name it. Total freedom of choice. You're in charge.
Okay. 3 with a heart on it.
So the 3 of hearts in conventional terminology.
I don't know that language, but sure.
Oh, that works fine. 3 of hearts is good. So with that 3 of hearts, I'm going to show you 6 apparently impossible things in just 2 minutes with the 3 of hearts. It's going to be pretty wild.
It's quite a pitch.
I know, right? It was in the deck. You can see it. Obviously, I couldn't have known which card you were going to pick and so on. So first impossible thing, obviously not on the top or the bottom. Trying to find your 3 of hearts. First impossible thing, it appears on top of the deck.
Yeah.
That's a good start. That's only one. Let me show you again. Slow motion replay. Down near the bottom.
Yeah, I don't trust you now.
Okay. Step further. That's 2. We're a third of the way through. Nice and slowly this time. 3 of hearts. Okay. In the middle. Of the middle. You can't get any more in the middle than that. On the table. Over there. Okay, that's pretty trippy, so we're going to take a time out. We're halfway through, and let me level it with you. Having a drink is wise at this point. What's going on is obviously, you're intelligent people. You know that I have to be somehow taking the card out of the deck and getting it back to the top. The snap and the wave thing is BS. That doesn't actually do anything. It just distracts you from what's actually going on.
You're a tricky man.
Because, yeah, obviously I have to sneak it out and get it to the top. The reason why you don't see it is it happens before you think it does. Way before that whole snap wave thing. Think about it. The 3 of hearts could actually be on the top of the deck right now. Like, I could have switched that up for a decoy card while we were talking, and you wouldn't know because all the backs are the same.
I'm an idiot.
You know. I mean, it's not, but it could be. You know, these are the possibilities you have to consider. So if we do it with the deck face up, you'll be able to see the exact second it happens. Dramatic build-up. Slow motion wave.
Oh.
Something happened. Who knows what? That was number 4. And then where it gets interesting is, say you do all the fancy sleight of hand and all the manipulations and all this kind of crazy stuff, and you do the snap and the wave, and you get, oh, the wrong card. Backup plan is to take that 9 of clubs, change back to the 3 of hearts. Or even then just take that 3 of hearts and change that to something totally different.
Oh, this is making me really anxious.
We're gonna be alright.
So that was the 6th impossible thing, but I tell you what, actually, Laura, do you want to try doing something yourself?
Yes.
Have you got a pen on you
I don't have a
that we
pen.
can use? I think I have. Hang on. Yeah, here we go. Take that. It's my dramatic permanent marker.
Stick very
I want you to
dramatic.
pretend that that's a magic wand. It's not. That'd be silly. But, you know, play along for a second.
Okay.
Take the wand, wave it over the deck. Say the magic words of your choice.
With Slangera.
I like it. While I try and find your 3 of hearts. There we go. Okay. And...
Oh my god!
Oh, now I feel responsible.
I feel dirty. Where'd the cards go?
your 3 of hearts. And done.
That's pretty great.
That's
Can
pretty
you
great.
wave that over my credit card debt?
The credit card debt's intangible. How does she look over
Oh,
located?
it's tangible. It's in here.
That was probably fun, and thank you. And I'm sorry we were so reticent with what was happening.
It's fine. It's a tense situation. It can be confronting and challenging.
But we're clearly control freaks, and we didn't realise quite.
It's, you know, we all learned some things about ourselves today, and that's the important thing.
Thank you very much for coming and blowing our minds. And thank you for coming and having a chat with us. That was really lovely. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next week on Community Kitchen.
Tonight's episode of Community Kitchen was proudly supported by the Union Club Hotel, Gore Street, Fitzroy.